go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Welcome back to Unbuckled.
A little unhinged.
Okay, yeah. A lot honest.
We're your hosts,
Morgan
and Caroline. We slayed that one.
Totally slayed. It was like popcorn prayer.
Popcorn. I failed to see the connection.
Just like we were popping back and forth.
Oh, I see.
This, saying that, you know, like popcorn
But a lot of
prayer.
times when you pray popcorn style, there's a lot of silence, actually, in between.
That's true. Not on our watch. There's zero silence.
Literally
between the two of us.
never quiet.
Never.
Ever. Anyways.
Nope.
Well, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well on this beautiful Wednesday morning. How are you doing, Morgan?
It's not Wednesday morning.
No, Morgan, it's not Wednesday morning, but at the time
they're listening,
it will be Wednesday morning.
But what if they're not? What if they waited till the next day?
Okay, so should I just say Wednesday? Excuse me. Let me go back.
It could be Friday that they waited to listen. Just welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm so glad you're listening on whatever day it is you are listening.
Amen to that.
Happy to have you here.
Caroline, we need an update. Did you lock in March?
I did. I will say I locked in the latter half of March.
You know.
So like the past week. However, I did lock in.
Okay.
So I'm doing a specific like program for postpartum women. Okay. So a lot of it is like what we talked about building your ab strength, stuff like that. And so I'm doing that, and then I am doing Trainer Joe's as well. But I'm kind of modifying it to what my breastfeeding needs will be. So just kind of monitoring that closely, because obviously the point of Trainer Joe's, I think, is to really eat at a pretty extreme calorie deficit.
Yes.
And so just trying to, I think the biggest thing that's hard for me is the not eating after 7:30, because there are just times that like I literally have to snack because I'm breastfeeding, like have to make milk. But other than that, doing good, walking a lot on the treadmill. Amazing. And it's been good. It has been good. I don't really think I have like results yet to share. Like I've lost a few pounds, but nothing, nothing crazy. But anyway, so yes, I did in fact lock in. It just was the later part of the month, which is unfortunate because I don't have like a transformation for you guys in this episode, but stay tuned. There will be a transformation. Did you lock in? I know you kind of said like maybe.
So I've been locked in a couple different ways. Like the way that I've been locked in is that I haven't eaten out all the month of March, just because we're like, let's try not to eat out the whole month of March, and that's what we did. So I locked in that way, which honestly makes you eat healthier because...
Oh, yeah, when you're eating at home, yeah, for sure.
Yes, because, who the heck is going to cook up a sloppy burger? Not me. I'm going to eat beef and rice. That's what I'm going to eat.
Yeah, I saw you liked a reel, or maybe reposted a reel, about how, like, being an adult is actually just figuring out, like, what combination of, like, chicken and rice or beef and rice you're going to have that night. I was like, that is absolutely the truth.
Oh, yes, of chicken or beef.
It's... Chicken or beef, brown rice, white rice, maybe a potato. Who knows?
Literally wild as an adult, I tell you what. But yeah, so I have been working out. I mean, I just kind of always work out 3 times a week, but I've been a little lenient on my workouts. Like, they haven't been as intense. So I'll really lock it in April.
Okay, there you go.
Like, really gonna start. My goal is to just start walking a lot.
Yeah.
Because we'll be in a place where it'll be a lot easier for me to like go on walks, whether the boys want to come or not. And
oh, that is true. That's so nice.
Yes. And so yeah, that'll be great. But anywho, that's all.
That's all your updates. Amazing. I don't really think I have anything too crazy to share with the class. I really don't.
I don't know why, but every time you say that, I think that's hilarious with the class.
You. No, thank you. I appreciate that. I am a very funny person, so when people laugh,
you are funny.
It is very validating.
You make me laugh.
I think maybe, the only like update or whatever I can think about is the fact that we have started putting little Buddy in a bassinet beside the bed. But that is about it. That's about as eventful as my life has been the past couple weeks. So.
You know, it's wild. I feel like moms, like, our lives can be super eventful and then go to just, like, absolutely nothing. And you're like, I literally haven't seen you in a month, but nothing has changed.
Nothing has happened. Nothing has occurred. And what's crazy about that is that, like, so much has happened, right? Because we are moms and we're literally sustaining life and we're doing it on a daily freaking basis.
Yes.
But no, nothing life changing, nothing crazy.
No.
Same old.
Same old. I saw a reel, though, yesterday, I think.
That is literally what this podcast is. I saw a reel.
That's so true. I saw a reel, and it was saying, like, 2 under 2 was honestly not that hard. But what people don't prepare you for is 2 years old and 4 years old. And that's what I'm coming up on. I've got a almost 2-year-old and an almost 4-year-old. And let me tell you, it's wild up in my house, okay? These boys are wrestling nonstop. We've reached that age where they're legit wrestling each other. And sometimes it's great and they're cracking up, having a blast. And then sometimes
it, like, goes too far.
Judah, like, literally bit a chunk out of Luca's arm earlier today. So that was rough. We had to deal with that one. Yeah, and so there's lots of mediating. And then I'll get, like, 40 minutes of glorious time where they're outside playing so amazingly together, like, cracking up, and then they're screaming all of a sudden at one another, and Luca's like, Judah did blah, blah, blah. But it's funny because Judah is starting to be able to tell on Luca too. What did Luca do?
Oh, interesting.
I know, it's so funny. Luca did something to Judah today, and Judah goes, Luca hit. Like, shows me what he did. And there was like, Luca pushed. And yeah, so that was funny. I just started cracking up. I'm like, sorry, but that's not funny.
That's not okay. But the way you delivered that was really funny. It's hard to take him seriously. He's just such a nut.
Oh, he's a little crazy guy.
He's so funny.
He is
but that reminds me of
another reel
that I saw that was talking about how, like, everyone, when you have boys, everyone always asks you if you're going to try for a girl. And what is going on, like, with people that just because you have a boy makes you think that, like, you'd want a girl? Because you never hear it the other way. When you have a girl, people are never like, so are you going to try for a boy? Like you never hear that. And so I just want this, like, slander against little baby boys to stop. And maybe I just feel a certain way about it because I have a boy.
Yes.
But I don't know. I just, maybe obviously they can be a little bit wild, but I don't think that like means that I should want to just, like, try for a specific other kind of gender.
But
other kind
also,
of gender,
like,
girl.
what am I going to do to try to have a girl? Like, it's a 50% chance.
Well, exactly.
Like, I'm either going to have a girl or I'm going to have a boy. Like, there's no trying. It's just going to happen, and I have zero control over it, okay?
Yeah.
To all the people who are like, try this thing to have a girl. Like, have sex in this time on these days and do this and eat this food. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, that is crazy.
You're either going to have a girl or you're going to have a boy, and that's that.
That's
how I feel about that.
No, I would agree. I just think it's crazy. Like, this sort of, like, perspective that we have about little boys is kind of wild.
Boys are amazing. My little boys, our little boys are incredible.
Yeah, I mean, mine is still not in the stage.
He's still just like a potato sack.
Yeah,
but
he is. 7-month-old potato sack. Oh. But he's a precious one. And I just don't understand. Like, I don't think that I don't have, like, this overwhelming desire to have a girl. I wouldn't mind if I ever had a girl. But you know what I mean? It's not like I feel like there's something missing. Well, you don't have a desire to have any more kids.
Correct.
But, you know, it's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, like, I'll be happy with whatever I have. And I have 2 boys, and I'm happy with it. And that's all I care about.
There you go. Okay. There you go.
No, literally, my mentor asked me, because I was asking her, like, how do you feel about, like, you know, deciding that we're done having kids.
Oh, we're getting into this conversation.
I know.
So
honestly, I'm scared. I don't want to go too deep because it's such a controversial
I think that we
conversation.
come from, like, similar but different perspectives on how we actually, like, execute it. So, I think it's good.
Okay, thank you.
No, I do. I do.
I'm just saying for the online people who are going to
fair.
take everything I say the wrong way. But anywho, I was having a conversation with my mentor whom I love, and she's great, and she has 10 kids. And so I'm over here assuming, like, she definitely thinks, like, you need to leave it up to the Lord. Mm-hmm. You don't... Oh. Powering off to conserve battery.
Oh. One moment. Okay, you do it, because I don't know what setting you had it on. Whoa.
Oop. Oop. Now that.
When I say that this will definitely be in the final podcast, I absolutely mean it with my chest. And make sure it's, like, not too bright.
I know, yeah. We had it pretty down, didn't we?
So it is, I just want to let the viewers know, 8:16 at night.
Correct.
So that is why we are having this scary ghost lighting. We should do, like, a special, like, ghost story.
Anytime we have to film in the dark.
Anyways.
But this is mom life, hanging out when we can hang out,
Absolutely. I just really hope the noise from the car doesn't impact the audio. I
feel like,
yeah, we should be okay.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Anyways, so you were saying that she has 10 kids, and you felt like that meant that she would think you need to just leave it up to the Lord.
Yes, and so I was asking her, like, Paul and I, we feel like we're done. Like, we feel very content with the family that we have. We feel like we are at our, I don't want to say, like, our limit, mm-hmm. because I do believe God can grow our limits. He can grow our hearts, blah, 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 blah. But I also feel like he gives us wisdom. And, like, I feel like if I were to have another child, it would be very hard to nurture and raise
mm-hmm.
each child in the way that I feel I can handle and that I would desire to, mm-hmm. all the stuff, whatever. So anywho, she was just like, well, tell me this. Do you feel like if you knew 100% that you would have a girl the next time you got pregnant, would you say, okay? And I was like, no. Like, I don't care. And she's like, okay, you're done having kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, yes!
There you go. I don't know what that means for me, but... No, I think that's a good indicator. I feel like this is just one of those conversations that I do feel like is just very specific to every single person. I don't think that there is a call in scripture to, like, have 1,000 kids. I don't think that there's a call in scripture to just have, like, 2 kids. Mm-hmm. I think that that's a very, very personal decision you have to make, with your spouse. And I do think, you know your limits. And I was talking to Garrett about it the other day. Like, having a baby in and of itself isn't the thing that, like... Having a baby in and of itself isn't the thing that, like, I think would make it hard for me. It's, like, the thought of pregnancy and postpartum again.
Oh,
like, that's the biggest thing. But I don't know. I just think...
You're still so fresh.
That is true.
Fresh.
Yes. And still... Yeah, but you were only a year. So I just keep thinking about that. I'm like, just a few more months and it could happen again. And I'm not there yet. So I don't know. I do think it's very different for everyone, but I really do respect, like, I follow this one girl on Instagram. I don't remember her name. I think you do too. Amanda something. She's very aesthetic. She has, like, 4 kids. She's in her 20s. But she lives in South Carolina, and she was talking, I don't know why that was necessary to tell you.
Thank you for her location.
But she was talking about how, like, the conviction of her and her husband is that they would give that, up to the Lord. Mm-hmm. And I just think that, like, everyone has, like, and I think that that's sacred, just like I think it's sacred that you feel the way you feel about it. You know what I mean? I just think that our different convictions are sacred, especially when it comes to children. And I don't know. I think that the Lord, like you said, can change our hearts and, like, open and deepen, whatever we think that we can do or can't do.
Yeah.
But I also think that he makes each of us very specific, know, and, like, there is a way in which, like, we know different things about ourselves. Like, I know that right now I literally cannot have another baby.
Yes.
So anyways, I don't know. That was a lot of babbling, but...
No, that's good.
I agree.
It is such a nuanced topic, and I feel like it's hard to talk about online because that is, like, a huge question I get asked all the time on Instagram is, like,
really?
Are you guys preventing? What are you doing to prevent? How do you feel okay about that? And, like, they're asking me because they're also trying to
make
decide.
those decisions. Yeah.
And I'm just like, guys, even if I share what I'm doing, like, it could be totally different than what the Lord is calling you to do. And, like, Paul and I, we've made videos years ago talking about how, like, we believe you should leave it up to the Lord.
And
that's
you have a kid
where
yourself.
we were. Yeah. and then we have a kid and we're like, we were big dumbos. We don't know what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. But also, like, we were surrounded by a lot of people who believed that as well, as like, you should never prevent possible pregnancy, whatever. And, like, I mean, even Paul's family, like, some of them believe that. And, like, you know, so it was who we were surrounded by. And then, like, as we got older and are maturing and having children and, like, really actually having to face this situation and take it to the Lord and be like, what do we do? I think no matter what, the answer should always be you are open-handed with whatever you are holding on to the Lord. Like, you have open hands with every part of your journey. Like, my hands are open with this pregnancy journey. I personally am done having children, but my hands are open. And if the Lord is like, no, you're not, then, like, I'm willing to allow him to soften my heart and make me feel like I want another child. But right now, I'm done.
Yeah. And I think that that's fair.
So that's that.
What do you think, though, about this kind of gets into, like, very spicy territory, and I don't want to, like, I don't know, because I still don't really have a very formed opinion about it, but what do you think about our Christian, I want to make sure everyone understands, I'm talking about Christians here, our Christian brothers and sisters who do get married and they just decide that they're not going to have kids at all?
Oh, see, because I can see an argument for people being like, well, they feel like the Lord has led them to a place of not having children, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I feel against that. I'm like, no.
Well, I feel like if you aren't led to having kids, like, the Lord's not going to lead you to the thing that would
create
give you...
them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the entire purpose of marriage is to have kids, but that is definitely one of them, biblically speaking. So I do struggle with that.
I feel like if it's like we have decided that we're getting married and we're going into some insanely dangerous territory across the world to do missions work.
You kind of have to throw that crazy exception
yes
in.
Yeah. It's like there are maybe some very small exceptions for a couple who's like, no, we don't feel called to have kids because the Lord is calling us over to Asia in this really dangerous territory, and, like, we can't bring children there, so, like, we're gonna get married and prevent, and we're gonna go serve for the rest of our lives there.
Yeah, I would say that there are definitely exceptions. I just don't think that that's the rule, you know?
Agreed. Because I'm just like, literally, like, yeah, marriage, like, part of the point of marriage is to have a family, is to create. And so whether it's physically getting pregnant or it's adopting or doing foster care, like, things like that.
It can look very different.
It can look very different. But I do think that is part. Now, again, but that's not to say that, like, you could have one kid and be done. You could have 5 kids and be done. Like, whatever.
Right.
I don't think there's a number on how many kids God is telling each individual couple to have.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think it's kind of like what you said earlier about, like, being open-handed with whether or not you're gonna, like, have more kids. You know, I think that if you walk into marriage, and as long as you are open-handed about it with the Lord, I think that that's what matters. Because I get it. Like, I understand, like, some people, I have friends who do not want to have kids. That's, like, not on their radar at all, and they are married, and I understand like that. There's, like, fear involved there, I'm sure, but, like, I don't know, I think that the thing is to have hands that are open. But anyways, I don't know, that was also something that was on my mind.
No, that's a good question. Just things worth thinking about, you know?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really have, like, a super formed opinion, except I obviously, like, lean more toward, I think that might be wrong. Once again, just do want to clarify, we are talking about our Christian brothers and sisters here. We are not talking about people who do not claim Christ as their own. Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make that clear. Yeah. Anywho, Morgan, do you have a hot take for us?
Okay, guys, I got a hot take for us.
I'm so excited. I don't know what it is.
It's my hot take as well. Okay. So tell me, Caroline, if this has been something that you've seen around your realms of social media and whatnot. I feel like, personally, I have seen a lot of moms, like, making reels or just talking about, like, this is my year to blah, blah, blah. Like, this is my year to get back in shape. This is my year to pick up a new hobby. This is my year to go back to school, blah, 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 whatever. Have you seen that?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, great.
I don't know. I scroll... I'm sorry. Like, I unfortunately do have an ungodly amount of scroll time, and so I see a lot of things, but I'm sure, yes, I've seen, like, inspirational mom content.
Is that familiar,
yes,
that saying of, like, this is my year?
Yes,
blah, blah, blah.
yes.
Okay, well, personally, my hot take is this. I feel like moms of specifically children who are of, like, 10 years and younger, like, it's not your year. It's literally not your year to do anything. And that's okay. I'm not saying, here's what I'm not saying. I am not saying you shouldn't set goals. Obviously, like we've literally shared, we're, locking in to get in shape, blah, 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 all the things.
Right.
Of course you should have goals. Of course you should have hobbies. Of course you should go out with your friends. Of course you should go on vacations, like all these things. But this idea that it's like, this is my year to do blah, blah, blah. I'm kind of like, no, it's not. It's not your year. It's literally your toddler's year to learn how to read. It's literally your baby's year to learn how to eat solids. Like, it's not your year, and that's okay. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I had 26 of my years before I even had kids. That's, like, a lot of years of mine. Fair. And then, like, when they get older, I'm going to have so many more years. Like, this is such a short season of having little kids. And I feel like...
I'm gonna move that.
I feel like when us moms like start chanting these things to ourselves, having these little mantras of like, it's my year to get whatever, the sexiest I've ever been in my life, which granted, that is a goal of ours.
Yeah, no, literally. I'm gonna be flaming.
So, not saying you can't have those things, but I feel like we need to change the wording or the mantra or the phrase, because like, it's not my year. I can have time, and I can find time within my insane schedule of having 2 toddlers to do these things, and I will, because they're important to me, and like my husband will help me find the time to do the things that I love and that I want to do and whatever. But like, it's not my year. It's actually like my year to serve for the next like 18 years of my kids' lives, or 20, whatever, however long they'll be in my house.
Hopefully not 20.
Well, actually, okay, here's another hot take. Let your kids live with you till they get married. Okay.
I am okay with that.
As long as they're responsible.
Yeah, I was about to say, if they're contributing, I might even make them pay rent.
Yeah. Totally. And like, put all the money into a bank account and then give it back to them on their wedding day.
Don't think I was going to do that.
Okay, shame on you.
I mean, I think, well, okay, to be fair though, like,
she's taking her kids' money.
We do that. Oh, Judah wasn't born in...
I know.
The investment account.
Literally, neither of my kids were, and that's so annoying.
You could have another one. Kidding. Only kidding. Only kidding. I'm kidding. That would be a horrible reason to have a child.
Just to open an investment account for them. That I don't even get to see the money.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so going back to your original hot take.
Yes, go back.
So you were talking about the wording. So you feel like when moms are posting this on Instagram, is it more of like coming across as like being really selfish? Is that kind of how you're picking up on it?
Yeah, and it's like,
okay.
I know, I'm not saying that the women who are saying these things are super selfish women. I feel like actually probably a lot of them have been like drowning and not knowing how to like balance taking care of themselves and like having hobbies and separating themselves from like the motherhood journey that they're walking in. Right. And so then they go to the opposite extreme where they like put their kids in daycare and disappear, and it's like they're no longer a mom and all they do is work out and eat
so
healthy
you're saying
food.
It's kind of like they are not prioritizing their children, or they're prioritizing themselves kind of to the detriment of spending time with their kids or raising their kids. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think that actually on one of our videos, I can't remember if it was episode 1 or episode 2, but someone was talking about how like this was actually one of the comments I kind of appreciated. It was obviously going against what we were saying, but I appreciate the way that this person was talking about it. But basically talking about like this idea of like having kids being selfish actually comes from like parents who just have kids like as accessories or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know, in this conversation I do feel like that kind of applies. It's like, okay, well, so what was the point in having a kid if you're not going to spend time with your kid? And obviously we're not talking about people who have to work, whatever, that's a whole different story, but you know, people who just completely prioritize themselves above their kids, I don't know that that's always, like, there's a balance there is a balance. Totally. And I think that balance looks different for everybody, but yeah, no, I mean, I would agree. I want to spend as much time with my child as I can, because those years they go by so fast. I mean, 8 months has almost gone by. It's like crazy. I feel like I just had a baby. Like I say that all the time. Like I literally just had a child. God. But no, yeah. So I mean, I would agree. I wonder too how much of that is influenced by social media and like what they're seeing online and like what they're feeling like they need to do because they're seeing other people do it.
Well, okay, and then as you're talking, I'm literally thinking like there's this whole other world, other side of it where moms are like, my kids are my world.
Yeah, we do need
my
to cover
kids
that.
are blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, you're a psycho lady. Like you literally never leave your kid's side. I know women like this who like literally their kids are with them 24/7. They go on a date with their husband and their kid is with them.
My hot take is that's not a date.
No, it's literally not a date. It's not a date. And your poor husband, like, come on guys, figure this out, get a babysitter. But like I feel like a lot of women feel like they can brag because they're like, my kids are my world. I literally haven't slept in 52 months.
No, your priorities are out of whack there too, you know, because that's not,
You're unstable and you need help. Like, you need to step away. Step away from the child.
There is a balance, because I feel like, if I can be so bold as to say, I feel like, Morgan, you err more on the side of like, well, how do I say it? Like,
I don't know.
Time for yourself. Not time for yourself, but like prioritizing, not yourself. How do I say it? I would say I'm more like, I tend to, like, my tendency is to fall into the trap of being more like the mom you just mentioned, right? Like, wanting to be with my child all of the time, like, doing everything with my kid. And I feel like you're more on the other end of the spectrum. I think that, though, we meet in the middle very well is my point. Like, I don't think that we go too far one way or too far the other. I just think that my proclivity is more like that way.
You want to lean that way,
and you want to lean the other way.
I don't know if I want to lean the other way, but I think before having kids, like Paul and I, when I got pregnant with Luca, like we would just have conversations about how like it's so important for me and my mental health as like when I have children that I can still go out and have a night to myself, like because you know, Paul and I, like when we were married without kids, we like I would go have girls night and he would go have a guys night, and like we loved having like that independent time alone as well as then coming back together and just the two of us. And I mean, we worked together all day long, so we saw each other all day, so that was another thing we were like, you go your way, I'll go mine now.
There does need to be a little separation.
Yes. But so like, you know, and having kids, like I just remember the first time I got to go out without Luca, like it was sad but also like so life-giving, and I was like, I have to make sure that I get this on a regular basis. And so now like every week I go out and have a night out for a couple of hours, and Paul's with the boys, and like I'll go out more than that, but like I don't know, to me it's just like super important for my mental health. And so I can never understand when women are like, I don't leave my kid's side and I'm doing great.
I don't know, and I think that like there's, I don't want to say this for every woman like that. I do think that there's like a performative aspect there, probably, you know.
That's why I feel like you can like brag about it, or like makes them feel like they're just this incredible mom.
Yeah, and I mean, and once again, like I think that you are the best mom for your kid. So however you feel like that needs to play out, whatever. But I think one of the nuggets of wisdom that Morgan told me was we were talking about sleep training in particular. But I think it applies. It's just that, you know, if it is something that is whatever it is with your kid, if it's something that's starting to like get in between your marriage, like that's when you need to like take a step back and reevaluate. So I would just say anything like up to that point, like if you're fine to spend all your time with your kid and you're not suffering, great. And I don't mean
and your
that
spouse isn't suffering.
Yeah, and so but if as soon as it kind of tears into that, I do think it's super super important to kind of take a step back. Like this weekend, Garrett and I really wanted to go out, but we were struggling to figure out a sitter situation, and he was just like, Caroline, I'm sorry, like we have to go out, we need to go out on a date. And so he texted my little sister and brother-in-law and was like, hey guys, are you free? And they were free for a few hours on Saturday. So just that to say, yeah, I think it looks different for everyone, but yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. Moms are so weird. Like the way, I'm sorry. And I feel like I knew this before becoming a mom, but I can say it with my whole chest now that I am a mom. Yes. They're so weird. Like you'll be scrolling on social media and this feeling of like moms having to, I don't know, like, I don't even think, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like one up you in the way that they're talking. But then sometimes though, I wonder, because everyone talks about mom shaming, you know, they're like, oh, mom shaming. Sometimes I'm sure that there are people who mom shame. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. However, I think that most people just project that they're being, so true. You know, like that they're saying something.
Why would you say that? Like, you're a mom shamer.
No one was talking about you. You know, if it doesn't apply to you, it's literally not about you.
I
don't know. Anyways, moms are weird, and that's really all I have to say.
Amazing. But all of that to say, you're allowed to have goals.
One moment. With fire truck. No, ambulance.
You're allowed to have me time. I am a big advocate for me time, okay? Mm-hmm. Listen. But
what do you think we're doing right now?
Literally. We have a whole podcast. We have plenty of me time.
So much.
But yeah, one, just don't brag about how obsessed you are with your kids and how you never leave their side, and also don't brag about how you never see your kids because you're so busy working out. And
it's weird either way. It's weird either way.
Find a middle ground, people.
You don't get a gold star for never leaving your kid's side, and you don't get a gold star for like prioritizing yourself over your child.
Exactly. Amen to that.
Amen. I'm telling you, the mom community. Speaking of, can I just give a little bit of my just thoughts about the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
Oh dear, here we go.
So I know that our primary audience does come from Oregon, which means that most of you all are Christian, which means that most of you probably, and I mean obviously I'm a Christian too, but most of you probably do not filthy your minds with reality TV. However, I have been absolutely chained to the computer. The computer? Well, because I watched the show on my computer.
So confused.
But The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, when it first came out, I think it was 2024. I can't even remember. Yeah. I was sat in 2025, and I am now sat for season 4. Watched it all, and of course now there's a lot of like horrible allegations coming out about one of the main characters. So bad. But I just don't know like where they find these people. Literally. If I'm being honest, like I at the end of all of it, all I have to say is, where do they locate some of these people?
For real, like, how did they find this? Oh, well, duh, TikTok. That's how they found them. Mom Talk.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid.
Wow, that was, like, wild.
Well, okay, so to be fair, I never knew them from TikTok, so. Well, yeah, that was the whole thing. That's how they found them. That's how.
Good old Mom Talk.
Crazy. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Well, with that being said, I guess I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, I could get into like some of my thoughts and opinions about the show, but I just don't think that our audience is that audience.
You guys comment below and let us know if you want
my take, my rundown.
Here's the thing. I'll confess. I watched the first season out of
not wholly
research purposes.
Research purposes.
No, remember?
No. Oh! Yes.
And, anywho, I watched it. It was like,
Morgan was thinking about becoming a Mormon. That's what she just told me. So she had to watch it.
My jaw was on the floor every single episode. I was absolutely shook and disgusted and was just like,
but it's like
what am I even
train wreck
watching?
You can't look away from.
I mean, yes, it's true. You're just like, what the heck? So then I started to watch season 2 and I was like, I cannot watch this in good conscience, so I peaced out.
Unfortunately, I don't know what it says about me. I could watch it in good conscience.
Bad, dude.
You know, so I was telling my dad I was watching it. I couldn't even get the thing out of my mouth. He was like, demonic. It's demonic.
Yes. Yes, yeah. Papa Reinhardt, you're right.
There you go.
But no, so didn't watch season 3 at all. Then all this drama started coming out about season 4. And I don't know why, but in season 1, I just had a soft spot towards Taylor Frankie Paul. I was just like, Lord, like, would you work on her heart? Like, I just feel like she could really come to know you. And then all this crap starts coming out, and it made me so sad. Like, I am genuinely so sad for her children, for just, it's ridiculous. But I'm so ticked off. To these freaking producers who
let this
brought
slide.
her on as the Bachelorette, because you 1000% know that they knew she was so unstable and mentally unwell, emotionally, physically, like, she's not okay, and they didn't care and brought her on anyways. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that there's so much to be said. It's hard too, because as we're talking about it, like, I don't know when this is actually going to come out, or when we're gonna put this podcast episode out, so more could come out by the time that this comes out, but as of right now, there's so much speculation. Like, we really just don't know a lot. But it's just, like, sad all around. The whole thing is sad. It's that, I think, is one of the things that was hard to watch, especially about this season.
Okay, yes.
Is that there was a lot of, well, obviously, like, marital issues, lots of conflict there, but the way that some of the girls just, like, and I know that it's just a different worldview, so I have to keep that in mind, but, like, really encourage divorce and separation, and just
talking trash about your best friend's husband on a regular basis.
And to be fair,
crazy.
Like, from the show, some of these guys are absolutely wild. Whatever. So and we watch it like we know, like, half of what's going on. I want to make it clear, I have no idea, but I think that was one of the things that was hard to watch. I was like, man, like, I don't think I could, like, unless I don't think I could, like, just be friends with people who, like, really encouraged, like, that just kind of, like, radical, just, like, get out of there, I don't know, but that was hard.
So, well, yes, I went and watched, like, the first 2 episodes of season 4 to, like, see some of the stuff that people were talking about unfolding with Taylor and all this stuff, and I was just so freaking sad, and was just like, oh my goodness. And, like, Layla and her eating disorder, and like,
so that's the other thing, like, lots of, like, actually really heavy,
like, dark
heavy things.
And they're just recording it, filming it, like, it's just normal. And I'm just like, the amount of young girls that watch this show, I'm sure, is ginormous, and these are their role models. It's really stinking sad.
And I mean, to be fair, like, with the whole eating disorder thing too, I mean, she was very clear that, like, it wasn't a good thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was no like, indication, like, okay, like, being on, a GLP-1 at 99 pounds is, like, a good thing,
what
like,
in the world?
So like, but it's, I think the scariest part, though, for me, like, taking a step back, is that I have genuinely become way too invested in these people's lives, but, like, emotionally, like, I genuinely, like, my heart hurts for some of these girls in a way that I'm like, Caroline, get a grip. Like, you don't know these people, they don't know you, like, what are you on right now? But I don't know, I think you watch, and then obviously you see them on social media, and you do, like,
and that's
your
point.
Heart, your heart kind of, like, hurts for all of these situations. But anyways, all that to say, moms, man,
mom talk,
wild.
Give me a show, and we'll have a fun time, you guys. Give me and Carl a show.
Literally, I don't think you understand. Whatever you see and hear here, it's, like, levels above that. I mean, if there is one thing I know deep down in my heart, aside from the fact that Jesus Christ lived, he died, and he conquered that grave, praise God,
amen,
it is that I was meant to be on reality TV. It is. I was. And, in today's day and age, with social media,
we need some wholesome reality TV. Can we get some wholesome reality TV? Is that possible?
Well, I was about to say that thing about 19 Kids and Counting. You know, like that was, and then obviously there's a lot of stuff there, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but I do think that there is room.
Duck Dynasty.
Yes, we need to be. Like,
I will say though, their newest season is so cheesy and actually like seems like scripted.
But here, no. Go watch the. Sorry.
What?
Go watch the old seasons.
Yeah.
It's just as cheesy, just as scripted.
Really?
I kid you not. I was horrified. Not horrified, because I still really enjoyed it. But you know, I remember that being like a big part of like my middle school and high school. Like I watched Duck Dynasty.
Okay, yes.
But I went back and watched it because they were doing, you know, a new season.
Yeah.
And Garrett and I were just like, man, this is so cheesy, so scripted. And I'm still laughing. Don't get me wrong. I'm still enjoying myself.
Right.
But I haven't really watched a lot of the new one.
Yeah.
So my guess is that they're just probably doing like the same formula.
So probably, but I think actually even more. Like,
really?
Like it gave the Office vibes.
Yeah.
But like not.
Okay. We can.
So like it didn't seem like reality TV because it was so scripted.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. Maybe all reality TV is scripted. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I would imagine that there are. Yeah, most of it is at least like do this or go here or like, we're gonna do this event or whatever.
Yeah, go here and you guys should have this conversation about this topic.
Yeah.
We could so do that.
No, literally, I wouldn't even need to be told. Like that's the thing that's so special about me. Producers wouldn't have to tell me nada.
I would tell them.
Yeah, you.
We're like the Christian versions of Taylor Frankie Paul, like unhinged, but like in a healthy, more stable-ish way.
Yeah, definitely stable-ish for sure.
And I say ish because like anyone unhinged is like ish, you know?
Yeah. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying?
Like we will have meltdowns when we're PMSing, for sure. Oh my gosh, we will cry, and that'll make for a great episode.
No, it will. It absolutely will. Oh my goodness. Because I mean, we've had those moments too in real life. I don't want to get too into the depths of our relationship. It's so fun though to be able to like look back at those things now, just like
remember when I screamed at you?
Remember? Oh my gosh, I will just like never. Like you just like I can't just like bust open the door. I can't even remember what you said. It's like, I know you're talking about or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, it literally doesn't matter. But it's just so funny. It's so funny because we're just like, I don't even remember for the life of me what led to any of that. Do you?
I don't either. We were like sitting out in the living room, and then like.
There was something. I probably said something like that was offensive, or maybe you like took offense and then
you said something. I don't know. And maybe I like felt like you were complaining or something, and I was like, Caroline, shut up! Stop
there was there was which is kind of funny because like I don't.
So funny, dude.
I do not remember all the ins and outs, and you would think from something so like
I'm glad.
I'm glad. Yeah, like, but it was really funny because then I retreated to the bed because we were staying at that was the worst part. Like we were staying at their house. It's me and my sister, and so like we retreated into the bedroom to kind of like I just like open the door and stop talking about me and talk to my face. I was like. I mean, I can, you know what I mean? And I think that was, like, the hard part. It's, like, Morgan and I feel like we can be, like, very similar in that aspect. Like, we're very different in other ways. But in that aspect, we were like, nope. I will let it go. Like, if that's really what you want.
You want me to let it all loose?
Thankfully, I feel like that only ever happened once where it was, like, that.
No, that was it.
There were...
You know what I realized? There's a hospital at the end of the street.
Not us choosing the busiest roads in like the first episodes, and then the very street that a hospital's on the end. Oh my word! It's unhinged.
Learning, you know, we're learning. It's unhinged.
But anyways, all that to say, I love that about a friendship, though. That we were able to walk through.
That's real friendship. You know?
Just being able to. Let it out and be like, okay, I'm sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
And then just move on, you know?
Oh, yeah. Just move on.
It's what you got to do. It is.
It is. And that's that.
And that is that. Well, thank you guys for joining today on this episode. We were so happy to have you. Hope you kept all hands, arms, feet, and legs in the vehicle at all times. I hope that if you were driving, that you did remain buckled. I hope that you were not driving. If you were not driving, I hope that you were unbuckled with us.
Correct.
Please hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button. And give us a 5-star rating on Spotify if you want.
Yes.
Anyways, that's all I got. That's all I have. Is that?
And on that note, that's that.